Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
When I first got here, my driver picks me up, takes me to an Airbnb, and I thought, and Kitty thought, that this was going to be my own apartment, right? I'd have my own separate space. But so I meet this guy, Matt. Matt takes me upstairs, shows me the place. It's not bad. It's not the worst. There's and I'm quickly scanning the room, taking the measure of it, and I'm like, oh, fucking full computer desk with a gaming PC. I can see that, just by looking at the case, I can see that this will play my games. I can get on fucking Steam and have some fun. I see there's a projector with a pulled on down screen. He's talking about that. He's like, your bedroom's back there, full kitchen over here. And I'm like, this isn't great, but it's not even as nice as my very, very first apartment, but it's close to as nice as that, and I can deal with that. This will be okay. And then he's like, I'll be just down the hall if you need me. And just down the hall is right there. Okay, yeah, you'll be right there, huh? 6 feet away. Because I'm sharing an apartment with a dude I don't fucking know, apparently. And I'm just I'm in my room, fucking texting, fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this. This isn't going to work. I'm going to fucking lose it. I can't deal with this. I get in there. The windows don't have glass on them. The windows don't have glass on them. There is a screen. There are 2 double windows, okay? Double windows on opposite ends of the room. They don't have glass, just screens. They have a shutter on the inside, but it's not a shutter like a modern shutter that would ka-chunk and lock really securely, make a noise that let you know that, yeah, it's locked up and secure. And, oh, look, there's a key latch. I'm talking about 2 old planks of wood that go, and then there's one of those hooks that goes on. And the backs of them, to make them opaque, because I guess the termites ate them up or who knows what the fuck here, has construction paper stapled all over it so the sun won't shine through. Not kidding. All of the outlets are 2-prong outlets, no ground in the bottom middle. So that means that my cell phone thing won't plug in, my laptop can't charge. I basically don't have access to electricity unless I go way over in the corner where the one power thing is and use the one source of electricity that's available. But it's awkward. It's hanging up from a corner because there's guests. He's made the sound system some Sennheiser headphones that work wirelessly. I'm in there fucking texting frantically. I'm I'm not going to fucking stay here. This is not going to work. I'm not sharing a house with this dude on this tiny, gross bed. No privacy. The bathroom's gross with mildew and mold stains everywhere and missing some of the things that you normally expect in a bathroom. That little thing in the sink that prevents a ring from going down the drain? That's gone. It's just a hole. And I'm sorry,
but
that
ever make you wonder, when things that that are missing?
What happened?
That's not something that breaks.
Somebody came in there was
misplaced.
Aha!
It's what? Someone had to sit there and think, I'm going to fucking steal this. I'm going to steal this, and someone's not going to have a drain stop. I've always thought about things like that don't make sense. Why?
I can't imagine. So
they would be missing. Sorry.
So they apologize. No, you're fine. No, so they're like, oh, we're really sorry. We didn't know that it was going to be like that. We didn't know that. We're going to get you in a new place. So I call an Uber up. They come pick me up, and they're taking me to a hotel. They give me the address to a hotel, but I don't even say anything to this Mac guy. I swear, I pick my luggage up, walk straight through the middle of his house, his tiny apartment. He was in his bedroom, hockey game, door cracked about, yay, and I just eased on out and never looked back. I guess they contacted him eventually and told him that I wouldn't be staying or something like that. But then they put me in this Korean hotel. And by Korean hotel, I mean owned, operated, and the security guard was Korean. All of the other guests are Korean. 85% of the TV channels are Korean. And I don't mean dubbed, not just Korean programming, but dubbed American programming, both. Or it's all Korean. The menu, I tried to order room service, and it was in fucking Korean. I'm not even kidding. It was outrageous. And there were little things wrong with that place, just little things. But I was happy to stay there. They also gave me twin beds, which I know these are little things, but it's come on, just get it right. If I were booking it, it would be right. That's all I'm saying. So then I don't complain about that. I didn't. But that was only a one-night thing. They were like, oh, we're getting you a new Airbnb place. It's going to be pimp. And Kitty's coordinating with them and everything, and they send me a link, and I'm on set, my dressing room, sitting there looking at this thing, and I'm like, this is nice. This is nice. Big California king-size bed. There's a nice living room. I get here. It's a slum hole, okay? You open the front door, and there's a long, narrow hallway of doors that lead to rooms like this. The bed is behind me. The living room's over there. There's not a television set. The heater is some sort of gas thing from the 70s. There is
a window unit right there. Yeah.
Keeping us cool over there. Whatever. In the other room, there's an electrical wire, like, hanging like in midair, and it's got a hairpin in there and some frayed wires. Like, I'm not sure if it's keeping the wires together or keeping them separate, but it's doing one or the other. And I feel like it is integral to not only my electrical power sources, but my survival. I feel like if something were to happen to that in the night, this whole fucking thing burns down. And these windows, I guess I'd go through the screen. I'm unarmed, too. I don't like that. I got no gun. Like, all I got is there's an iron over there. And every now and then I look over at it, and I'm like, yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. I look at, I'm like, I could grab this boom, but it's so small that I feel like all I could do to a real angry guy who's coming for me is like make him really pissed off, like whip a little, and like I need something to like crush some skull or something. So I guess it's the iron.
I feel like
so
an iron
I
isn't
keep
gonna
it plugged
be that
in.
Great.
Oh, it's
Unless
plugged in
that
all the
guy-
time though. Plugged
unless
in,
he
turned
breaks
all the
in
way up.
unarmed.
I filled it up with water, so if they come, I'll steam them first, and they'll be like, ah, and then I can beat them with the hot iron. So I keep it over there simmering 24/7 in case there's any sort of security issue.
So
I
you're
don't
waking
like
up
it.
every 5-8 minutes, making sure you haven't burned down as you slowly
I
begin to
slept-
go senile, dementia
I haven't-
setting in, no sleep. Everyone's a foe when you're standing there with a hot iron in your hand, looking at shadows, dancing on the wall at night. What was that?
I haven't slept in 3 days.
I like that you're steaming them.
That's how I start. I steam them to throw them off balance, and then I beat them with the hot iron. And that's literally the close all the plates and silverware. I mean, I know these are little things, right? And you know, count your blessings, but all the plates are dirty, and I mean dirty in like a soap scum, gross. Someone used this and barely half-ass washed it kind of way. And I don't mean one plate was like this. I mean literally every plate, to the point where I had to like wash a dish when I wanted a dish. I don't know. I think at first I thought they were just fucking with me, but now I don't want to say anything bad about the people who are booking this stuff, but I really wish they were doing as good of a job as, say, Chiz would do. Because Chiz, like today, he went rattly-tat. Oh, look at this, 0.4 miles away, full apartment, $98. And I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah,
Why am I not there?
It's not
I
hard
mean,
to
they
get
just
like
hopped on and binged it.
probably because
So-
it's not hard to get a good Airbnb for like cheaper than a hotel. So it's like, what are they paying? $20 a day?
Have you used them before, Tucker?
I ended on that note. I love the
That was
wordplay.
the best
Very
shit
nice.
I've ever heard.